Hi everybody, got another build for you here. This is the Red guitar version 2.0. The original version of this guitar had a V profile for the neck, and it got a little too thin and had some issues here. It broke a couple times when I was first building a guitar, and I was able to glue it back together okay, but after a while, after a few months, it finally decided to let go, or at least weaken enough that it was going to affect things. So I decided it was time to replace the neck. So jumped on eBay and got a new neck. It's like the old one. It's mahogany with rosewood fretboard, 24 fret, 12-inch radius. I put a trapezoid profile on it this time for the neck, so it's got like a sort of flattish spine, and then the two sides are just sharp hard V's, and then it's got a regular type heel to match up to a regular body. And the only other thing that's really different is this particular one had binding on it, which is kind of nice. Swapped over all this hardware up here and actually relocated the bridge slightly to correct the intonation. And I also clear coated the fretboard. The places where you see the dimples, I was using lacquer at first, and it didn't want to quite adhere at some spots. Oily woods have issues. So then I switched over to acrylic, and that was able to fill them in somewhat and get them to cover at least, but not fill in the dents all the way. So I'd already put on so many coats I didn't want to affect anything from having too much lacquer and clear coat on it, so I just stopped where it was. And it left the dimples. It's not like you can really feel them or anything. It's just sort of a little bit of cosmetic something, but that's life. Live and learn. So yeah, if you're going to clear coat a fretboard, and actually I'm starting to think, what with all the work it is and we're to sand and polish them and everything, it might just be easier to oil fretboards. I mean, yeah, you know, it's like if you go ahead and do, I mean, this has been done, right? So basically all you got to do is just wipe this thing down with Windex from time to time, and you never have to touch it again. But the work to do it is, it takes a little while to run through all the grits. You got to do the space between each fret, first from one side, right up to the edge of the fret, and then from the other side, right up to the edge of the fret. So you're going up against this fret. So you go down and you go against this side of all the frets going this way, and then you turn around and you go against the other side of the frets going back up the other direction, and that's one grit. And then you got to run through all the grits, and then your micros, and then your waxes and your burnishing, and then it's done, and it takes a little while. So yeah, oil might be easier. Let's see, what else? Let's see. On the original, it had the machine screw inserts, and I decided that was overkill, so I replaced them. I think it's a little on the heavy side, one-piece solid mahogany body. So this whole guitar is basically two pieces of mahogany screwed together and one piece of rosewood. Yeah, so I switched over from the machine screw inserts to just large brass wood screws, and you know, that's overkill basically is what I decided. And it seems to work just fine, and it actually looks a little better because now I've got brass to go with the rest of my brass and gold look on this guitar. And let's see, I think that's about it. I didn't change any electronics or anything. It's still just the AMG 81X. Get the camera, yeah, there you go, 81X. And it's hot wired straight to the jack. No nothing, no volume, no nothing. No kill switch, no nothing. Just a hunk of wooden wires and a pickup. That's all you really need. But anyway, yeah, there it is. Red guitar version 2.0. Everybody have a good one.